Take a look at one of my LinkedIn posts from 6 months ago. Now look at this one, which is one of my very recent posts. Can you see the difference between the impression I got? As someone who has started like 3 years ago on LinkedIn and has more than 37,000 followers, I can tell that getting that number is not actually easy. It takes years of hard work and a lot of experiments. But don't worry, in this video, I'm going to make it easy for you by sharing 7 hacks that I learned while growing my LinkedIn. So make sure to watch it till the end if you want to reach more people with your content on LinkedIn. The first and the most obvious hack is to engage with others. Now, before you think this is just another video telling you the most generic things, just hear me out. Well, as much as this is obvious, this is also true. If you want people to come and engage with your LinkedIn post, you have to take the first step. And in my opinion, the best formula for engaging is Gary Vee's $180 strategy. In short, you just have to search for the top 10 hashtags under your niche. Check out the 9 posts under each of those hashtags and then leave comment on those posts. But also remember, your comment should be valuable and specific to those particular posts. What happens here is when you engage on those 90 posts, you are leaving small imprints of yourself on LinkedIn. And as you engage with people's posts, there is a good chance that those people will check out your profile and engage back on your posts. Gary Vee introduced this strategy as an Instagram strategy, but it works on every social media platform, including LinkedIn. If you continue this process every day, over time, you will notice massive impact on your engagement. The next hack would be to make your posts attractive. Imagine this. You just got a fantastic content idea for LinkedIn and spent literally hours writing it. But when you post it, you see people are barely engaging with it. But what could be wrong with it? Was your writing not good enough? Did your audience not like it? Well, the answer is none of the above. The problem here is your content failed to catch attention. Your content might be gold, but if it can't grab people's attention, it's worthless. And you know what grabs people's attention quickly? Images. See, LinkedIn is mostly a text-driven platform. You can see most of the posts are in written form. So when you post another written piece of content, it does not stand out from others. And now, if you just add a picture with it, it will definitely make people stop scrolling. For example, take a look at this particular post, where I posted a carousel and it got a hell lot of impressions. So the trick here is to add a picture to your writing. You can use one of your own pictures if you don't have any related photos. A picture of where you're working, an analytical image. It can also be a carousel or even just a decent selfie. Well, moving on to next hack, which is to increase visibility with hashtags. If you see hashtags as just a few words, you are not aware of their value yet. In LinkedIn, hashtags play a pretty significant role in reaching your content to the right people. Let's be honest, we are posting on LinkedIn to get something in return, right? Some of us want clients, some want to get noticed by employers, and some want to create brand value with their posts. And for that, you need to reach your potential audience. You need them to see your posts, and hashtags are going to help you with that particular thing. As you apply the hashtags, your posts appear on people's feed who have subscribed to those hashtags. For example, I'm a Facebook ads expert. My posts are mostly directed to people who need a Facebook ads expert. Now I can't just post content and hope for it to reach those people. Instead, what will help is using hashtags related to Facebook ads. And if you are still not convinced that hashtags work, clients who need a service often search for it on LinkedIn. So putting hashtags in your posts increases your visibility. My next hack is to make people click on see more. You must have seen that after reading about 3 to 4 lines, you have to click on the see more button to read the entire post. But did you know clicking on that button actually increases the chances of reaching more people? Yes, it is the part of the algorithm. When people click on see more to read full content, LinkedIn feels that the post is valuable and helpful for people. As a result, the post gets more and more exposure. So to make people click the see more button in your post, make sure you give line breaks whenever you are posting. What I usually do is first give a very catchy headline and then give a lot of line breaks, then start writing the body. Here the headline works like a hook. It makes them interested in the content and they click on see more. Remember, people will only click on see more only if you can hook them in the beginning. So always make sure that your headlines are attractive. As we are talking about LinkedIn engagement strategies, I would like to give you a quick reminder here, which is to not like your own post. I've seen so many people doing this and I thought it's time for me to step up. Well, some people have this misunderstanding that liking your own post can help you increase the engagement. Or some even just like the extra number of likes in their posts. I don't know why. But trust me, this has nothing to do with engagement. Engagement or reach totally depends on the quality of content. So guys, just stop doing it, please. Please stop it. With that, let's move on to our next hack, which is keep the conversation going in the comment section. One thing I love the most about LinkedIn is its reach. It is like a spider web. Well, here's how. If you comment on someone's post, the post appears in the feed of each of your connections and if any of them comment on that post, it even reaches their connections, and this goes on. And when you are given such an amazing opportunity to reach a vast audience, you should take advantage of that. How? By letting the conversation flow in the comment section. Now, the conversation won't flow itself. You have to take action. As soon as you post your content, go to the comment section and ask a question related to the post. And the question should be interesting enough so that people feel like they should leave their opinion. And as people start replying to your comment, more people will join to be a part of that particular conversation, and needless to say, your post will reach more people. And with that, it's time to move on to our next hack, which is to make people take action. Your goal here is to boost engagement, right? This means you want people to like, comment, or share your posts. And the truth is, in order to make people take action, you have to ask them to act. People come across hundreds of posts every single day, and they don't always remember to engage on them until they're asked to. Keeping that in mind, whenever you post something on LinkedIn, whether it's a written piece of content or an image, always give a catchy CTA at the end. CTAs, or call to action, encourages people to take action, and you have to compel your audience to take action. How to do that? Instead of just saying, don't forget to follow me, give them a reason to follow you. Create a win-win situation where not just you are gaining a follower, but they are also getting something in return. Use CTAs like, for more secret hacks, follow me. Also, you can ask them to comment saying, comment down your thoughts on this particular topic. This way, not only you will get comments, but your audience will feel that their opinions and thoughts are being valued. Well, speaking of valuing thoughts, our next hack is to value people's opinions. Look, people love giving opinions. They just love it. Now think, if people are asked to give their opinion on something, how flattered they would be. In this hack, that's exactly what we are going to do in order to increase our engagement rate on LinkedIn. How? By using polls. I've seen polls on LinkedIn have a very high engagement rate, because who doesn't like polls? It makes people feel their opinion are being valued, and also it takes people less time to vote on a poll than to comment on a post. So that explains another reason why polls have a higher chance of engagement. So to make people feel good as well as increase engagement, frequently post polls on LinkedIn. Running out of content ideas? Post a poll. Controversy under your niche? Post a poll. Are there some new trends going on? Post a poll. Overall, polls not only work as a great alternative when you don't have any content ideas, but they also double the engagement rate. So these were the 7 hacks that helped me boost my engagement, and I hope these will help you too. My advice would be to follow them consistently in your every post. Also, in order to get good engagement, post regularly, because you have to become a well-known face to get people to engage with your posts. And the more they engage, the more followers you will get. Speaking of followers, if you are struggling to increase followers on LinkedIn, watch this video over here. This one. Well, which of these tricks do you think is most helpful? Let me know in the comment section. Also, hit the subscribe button to get more LinkedIn hacks inside your feed. See, win-win situation. Until next time, bye-bye.